What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Fly back with another video. This video, I'm going to be reviewing all of my trades I took so far. It is currently January 21st, 2024. As you guys can see here, we're looking at Tuesday, January 2nd, 2024. But before we get in too deep, I want to show you guys what I got going on here. So as you can see, trade wins, I am 7 for 16. Yeah, 7 for 16 trades won and 9 trades lost. Clearly 43.75% win rate. I have a 0.92 profit factor, a 55.56% day win. I win 5 days and lose 4, and I have a 1.8 risk to reward average. So as you can see here on average, and we just clicked on it. Okay, I win 113 on average and I lose $95. I have everything private just so we can go into it. As you can see, I don't take more than 3 trades per day. This is a part of my risk management plan. So you can see 3, 2, 2, 3. Got some 1 trades, some one and done, some 2 trades. As you see, if I have 2 losses, I clearly call it a day. I had 3 here. So the first day we're gonna jump into is the 2nd of January. This was the first trading day of the year for me. And honestly, I'm just like I said, my plan on this channel is to be just transparent and to really document this process. So coming into this year, I have confidence in my skills and my knowledge about trading, but I'm still really trying to get my feet under me, to be honest with you. And there's a lot of things that I still have to tweak and work on and get better. But I feel like my foundation is great. So we're gonna dive into the first trade that I took on SPY, and I lost $107. So the first trade on SPY, we're gonna go to executions. The first trade on SPY was the January 2nd, 2024 expiration. SPY puts, the full 71 puts. So what did I see to make me go 7 contracts in at $46 on SPY puts? So what I want to do is I want to take you guys to ES chart. So if we go here to ES chart, you can see this is a 5-minute chart that I have pulled up right now. ES, let me close that out. So as you can see here, coming into the day, we was very bearish. This was Tuesday, pre-market. We was super bearish, and then we kind of bottomed out, had a little bounce, and then we broke down again. So in my head, to me, that's a supply zone. So what I started looking for is like, hey, if we come back in this area and I see any sorts of rejections, bearish volume or anything, I'm taking a short. So my entry on this trade that I know was right there. Once this red candle broke this low, I got in my trade. Now, why did I get in my trade? So I got in this trade because we broke the candle low in a supply zone, and I feel like that was a valid trade. For me, that's a valid trade. For you, that might not be a valid trade. Trading is very, 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 very subjective. So I got in the trade there, and as we could come back into TradeZella, this is going to be on SPY, but I take it off of ES. You can see at 10:08, I got on my 7 contract on that same candle that I'm showing you guys over here. So I'm not capping, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is where I need to improve on my trading. When I got into this trade, my stop loss should have been here. This area right here, the break of that should have been my stop loss. And I'm gonna get into why that should have been my stop. So this red line right here, the high of this candle should have been my stop. Why that should have been my stop? Well, that was the candle that I waited for that candle low is what I waited to be broken. So because I waited for that candle low to be broken, on my head and my mindset looking at trading, that is for me a perfect entry because in an uptrend, you don't want candles to be breaking lows. If you're looking for a rejection, you want the candles to be breaking lows because that's showing you that buyers aren't holding this price up and pushing it higher and higher and higher. That some sellers are coming in, making this price to slip low past previous price action. So when I put my stop up here, if we break above, then that means that the buyers came into the market and wiped out the sellers and pushed it higher, or the sellers got weak and the buyers just took control. So that should have been my stop loss. You see what I'm saying? So that means if I'm up here, stop loss. So what that mean is if price would have came and break this level, or for that, if price would have break this level, I should have been out of this trade, and that should have been the only reason I got out of this trade for a loss. What I did in this trade was I got out, I think, on this candle, one of these candles, either this one or this one, for that loss. So yeah, you can see right here, I got out at 10:21 for that loss, and it was a bad mistake. Well, it was a bad trade. Like, this was a execution flaw. Why this was an execution flaw? Because, as I said, my stop should have been on SPY 472.71, but I ended up getting out, let's say around, I don't know where I got out, man, to give you an exact price, but I should have never got out there. I don't know what made me get out there. I think I was too caught up on the lower time frame, even though it was a scalp kind of trade. Oh, I got hear me. Even though it was a scalp kind of trade, I just got caught up on the colors of the candlesticks, I feel like, because there's no reason I should have got out this trade. Now, because I got out of the trade, I ended up taking a $107 loss, which was so stupid. Like, if I would have just stick to my plan and actually had the right mindset to sit through this trade and just realize, okay, we in drawdown right now, but my stop hasn't hit. Let's just chill out and let's just, let it rock out. This trade, I would have never took this loss, and I would have waited for it to just hit my target, and we would have been gravy. But that's not what happened, and I took that loss. So the perfect trade for this would have been, all right, once we broke this low, I would have sit through the trade, knowing my stop is above here, and I would have waited until we hit this hourly demand zone. So now I'm going to show you guys where I got this demand zone from, because it goes into the next trade that I took. Wait, but before we go into that, I actually tried to take this trade again like a dumbass. Not really a dumbass, but I have no idea why I re-entered. I have no idea why I exited. But we do things in life that we just can't justify. So here I re-entered again on SPY puts to catch that same move that I should have never got out of. Now, as you can see here, oh, I'm getting tired. It's 3 a.m. and I'm recording this YouTube video, man. Dedication. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do this YouTube stuff, man. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Just let me know what type of videos you guys want to see. And yeah, I'm gonna have them coming out for sure. So as you can see here, I tried to re-enter on this trade, which I don't like it, just because I should have never gotten out of this trade here. Like, I should have never gotten out this trade, and I should have never re-entered. But I did. So we can't go back in the past now. Now, when we go back, this is the trade that would have brought me back, would have put me at break even for the day and brought me profit in for the day. But I fumbled. Why did I fumble? I have no clue. I have no clue why I fumbled. I think I was just personally done with the day, and my mindset wasn't in it. So, dang, man, the trade went crazy though. And I didn't even add enough size on this trade, man. I usually go in by $300 to $400 on my contracts, bro. But anyways, this trade was based off of an hourly demand zone. So now this is the demand zone I got. Let me delete all of this. Oh man, I'm tired. This is the demand zone I have right here on ES, and I got this demand zone because, as you can see, this was a higher low, and we had great bullish volume or bullish action, not volume, bullish action coming out of it. And then this big green candle with spike in volume came through at 3 o'clock. And after that, we kind of had basically a nice little uptrend. So I said, look, if we could tap that zone again, there's a possibility that we could um have a nice little intraday uptrend, and my targets was into higher day. So when I looked at ES, I had this level marked up right here. Let me change that to white. Let me make that a straight line, a little thicker, straight line. Okay, boom. So I had that level right there. And as you can see, we came and we kissed it on the 5 minute. So at around 10:35, we kissed that zone on the 5 minute and we had an uptrend. And if we go back here to my executions, I entered at 10:43. So my entry was on the second candle after we broke the high of this doji. So I'm gonna be real, man. All my entries and exit, all my entries are gonna be identical just because that's how I entered. So I entered once we broke about here. And I remember this trade. I was kind of hesitant on taking it. Why? I just made execution errors on the last two trades, and now I'm about to take this. So I was kind of like iffy, you know what I'm saying? And I have a 2 loss rule on trades, and I was kind of looking at that $55 win as a loss because I should have never re-entered the trade. So when I re-entered the trade and we had this nice little push up, I was cooling, and then we got this rejection here, and it kind of spooked me out. And when it spooked me out, I just said, man, I'm closing this trade. I'm done. I don't want to be in this no more. Whatever, whatever. But that was the wrong mindset to have. Why that was the wrong mindset to have? Because my stop loss was down here. So for me to get out this trade and moving forward, I want to have the mindset of the only way I'm getting out of a trade is my stop or my target hit. I don't trust myself right now to be doing any trimming and all of that just because I don't want to say I don't trust myself. I don't feel like I trim correctly. So yeah, I don't trust myself to do trimming. I don't trust myself to do any trimming just because I do it incorrectly and I can't really tell if I'm trimming based on a technical reason or based on emotional reason. So here, my entry. I'm a mark it with an arrow. Here, entry. This should have been my stop loss. So this should have been the only place I got out of this trade for a loss. And this should have been the place I took the target. I took profits out of this trade because it was my analysis. Now, what I did, because I let my emotions get in between me and the charts of my trading, was I saw a red bearish candle and it made me close out a good trade. So moving forward, I'm just going to have an alert at my stop loss and an alert at my take profit, and I'm going to move upward. So this 5 minute, I'm not going to be watching the 5 minute. I'm going to now move probably to the 15 minute or the hourly chart, just because it shows a way clearer price action with way less noise. As you can see here on the 15 minute, around this area where we enter, it had one little bearish candle and the rest were straight green beans. So I really have to start practicing being able to sit through my trades and take on a little pullback and not panic and not um take any just extra stupidly, man. Like that's all it was. And reviewing all of my trades, I seen that was a constant pattern, and I was leaving so much money on the table. So even if I go into this P&L right here to show you guys like how much money that was really left on this table. So what we're gonna do is just gonna scroll down. We're gonna look at the time that it hit the target. So at 11:45, this stock hit my target, right? So 11:45 is right here. So we're gonna probably say, let's just say 128. So let's say 1.28 times it by 100. That's $128. So we got in these contracts at $62. Oh man, not again. So look, we got in these contracts at $62. It says it right here. I'm pointing like you guys can see it. It says it right here, $62 with the entry for 4 contracts, right? These contracts went from $62 to $128. I'm going to do the math on the calculator right now, okay? Y'all ready? But I don't think you guys can see. Okay, we're going to do the math. So we're going to do 60, no, we're going to do 128 take away 60. That's $68. So that's $68. That's over 100% return on this one trade. I had 4 contracts. So this one trade would have made me $272 if I just stuck to my plan and followed through what I said was going to happen or what I said I should have done that day. And if we go back and we look at the whole day, this 272 take away 107 plus the 55, I would have ended the day up $220. More than likely, if I followed my execution plan, I would have never even took this 107 loss. So who knows what I would have ended up making that day. You know what I'm saying? But it's just to show I'm more than likely going to be right on direction, but I have to improve on my execution as far as how I manage trades, how I exit trades, how I trim trades, because I clearly see that I can find the trade in the direction, my strategy works, and I know how to enter the trade. Now I have to work on managing the trade, exiting the trade, trimming and stuff like that, and not getting shaken out of trades or scared of pullbacks and just being comfortable sitting through that. So the only way I feel like I could do that now is if I literally just set alerts on my screen for my targets, my stop loss, and I just let it do a thing. And I don't click a button until I hear a sound. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna go into the next day, but for right now, I'm just gonna record this video on the 2nd, and our next video will be reviewing Thursday, January the 4th. So right now, I'm gonna end this, and then I'm gonna start that one over. Actually, no, we're gonna go into that. I'm feeling good. Okay. The next day. The next trade we took was the next trading day we had was actually Thursday, January 4th, 2024. So as you can see here, we took 2 trades. We took SPY puts, lost $87.97. Then we took QQQ puts and made $226.12. So you know we're gonna do the loss first. 15 degrees outside. Dang. I think I'm just review. Can I? Okay, I remember this SPY play. Oh my gosh, this SPY play was so. So I tried to take SPY here, anticipating that we couldn't break higher day. I was trying to do some type of level 2 reading, um, footprints, but I had the right tool. I didn't even have footprints up, and I was trying to take a trade off footprints. That makes no sense. That's like trying to hit a nail and you don't have a hammer. You know what I'm saying? So this trade, I should have lost. That was that I should have took that loss, and that's what I get for trying to do things without the right tools. Like, come on, buddy. What type of dumb shit is that? Oh man. Okay, now this trade, I don't know if it's gonna show that. Okay, which is was a 15-minute. Okay, so this trade was based off a 15-minute supply zone, but I'm gonna demonstrate it off the 5-minute. As you can see here, what's going on? As you can see here, we had some little consolidation and then a drop down. So what I seen on QQQ was this consolidation right here and then that drop. And as you can see, these are pre-market and overnight price action. So we still continued that little downtrend. And as we opened up and the market opened up, this little push here, I wasn't too much buying it, but I did have a little demand in this area where we broke this structure and then had this little push. But overall, I was waiting for the rejection. So what I did, as you can see here, we got these rejection candles. I waited for the break of this candle. Is it getting in here? Oh, I think I took this off the 15-minute, honestly. I gotta see. I swear that yeah, I took this off the 15-minute because after I took that spy loss, I was like, hey, let me just wait, get more confirmation, whatever, right. So I took this off the 15-minute, and as you can see, all of my trades are gonna look exactly the same. So I waited for the break of this candle low, and I was targeting that 5-minute demand. So with targeting that 5-minute demand, I got out at a good area. I'm not gonna lie. I think this was a great trade. I ended up buying 2 contracts by mistake when I was trying to sell. And yeah, if I would have hold, I definitely would have been eating way more because look at this joint where I entered at 11:30. So yeah, where I entered around by right here at 398. We're gonna just say 399. This joint went all the way down to 396. $3 move on QQQ 0 days to expiration is blessing you. Is blessing you. But that wasn't my game plan. I do pat myself on the shoulder for following the game plan on this, taking your profits and moving on. So that was good. Coming off of the day that we had previously, that was a good way to show back up. Now, closing out the first week of the trading year, I end up trying to short SPY and QQQ again and losing $159.18. So we're gonna go into that trade. The first trade we did take there was SPY. We tried to short SPY, 6 contracts, end up losing $35. Now I'm gonna see why we end up losing $35. And looking at it, I already know exactly why and exactly what I did wrong. This was a 15-minute supply zone. Let's see. Bingo. Wait. No bingo yet. Was it a 15? I don't think it was a 15-minute. These 2 lines I have here is the supply zone. So we're just gonna work from there with that. So on this, I waited for the break of this bearish candle low. So once we broke this bearish candle low, I got in 6 contracts at $45. Now my stop should have been this high of that bearish candle. What did Flavio not do? Follow that goddamn stop. So as we started to trend up and do these 2 little bullshit candles right here, I got out. And as you can see, we definitely had a pullback for about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. For about 50 minutes, we would have been sitting in drawdown. It never hit our stop. So why is we worrying? And we was targeting about a lower day. So we gotta find that 830 candle, which is right there. Boom, we was targeting lower day. So I missed out on the opportunity to take SPY from 469.56 to 467.17 because I made an emotional decision that didn't follow my not risk management, but game plan for real. Because the high of the break a candle is always the stop. Like that's point blank period. But I didn't follow that, so I ended up taking a loss because of that. All right, I'm gonna end this one right here. We gotta go over, not we, but I have to go over. Now I'm gonna go over QQ. Why not? It's gonna be the last one for that week, for the first week, and then I'm gonna do the next one. And so, okay, this trade was a 15-minute supply zone on NQ, but I think I got the supply zone right here too. Boom! So we got the supply zone now. Where I went wrong with this trade, I should have just had to stop at the highs. Why? at the high of the zone. Why? Because my entry and where the high of the zone was like 50 cents. It was like 50 cents. It was like literally nothing. And I missed out on this beautiful, beautiful downtrend just because execution flaws. I didn't have my stop in the right place. I didn't have alerts on. I got caught up in the candles and I just got caught up like, oh no, this well, really because I entered it, I had to stop above this break a candle. I ended up getting stopped out. But if I was thinking clear, I would have been like, hey, I'm just put the stop at the top of the zone because the zone is so small and I don't have a crazy tight stop loss just in case. I wasn't thinking that way though. So this joint ended up being a loss because yes, I would have been down 123 and probably more, but I would have still not been, the trade still wouldn't have been invalid. Just because I'm down money, it doesn't mean that I need to cut trades. It isn't invalid. I'm not doing anything wrong holding and drawdown because I'm not holding past my stops. Get that in your head, Flavio. Only when you hold past your stops, that's bad. Because the market didn't give you clue that, hey, the direction you was betting it to go on or analyzed it to go in, it's not doing that. And here is a reason why and you still holding, hoping that it goes in your direction. That's not trading, bro. That's not trading. Now, what you need to be prepared to do is, okay, I'm taking this trade. I know if it breaks this level, I'm about to get out. But until it breaks that level, we need to stay our ass in that trade and get this money on, brother. Because you cutting these trades too early and you got them just making execution flaws when your strategy works, your entries are valid. All you got to do now is hold. Literally sit there, don't touch no mouse, don't touch no computers. Don't be like, oh, it's rejecting this level. I need to take off some money. No, don't do that. We should wait for this to hit our target or hit our stop loss. Anything in between there is noise. Block it out. Go watch some TV. Do something else. Because it seems like every time I sit at this computer and I just, oh man, like I'm me being honest, I probably would have wanted to get on when I saw this green candle. Or probably would have wanted to get on if I seen this. Even though I might have had my stop all the way down here at like lower day or something, I would have been, nah, I'm gonna get out right now. You know what I'm saying? I would have missed out on this trade from 398 all the way down to 396. And I don't think people understand these $2 moves on QQQ and SPY on 0 days to expiration is at least 150 to 200% returns. Like if we go to these contracts, oh man, we see what they went for. You're gonna be like, damn, they went for that. So what time did we did hit lower date? This is 9:30. This wick was created lower date. So we hit lower date at 1:15. So look here, I got in for 31 cent for $31 per contract, and at 1:15, these contracts was going for 120. So $30 to 120. So let's go. 120 take away 30 is $90, and I had 10 contracts. 90 times 10. That's $900. Can you guys see? Hold on. $900. So if we like that's a crazy return. That's way past 100. That's like $300 return because we went in. It cost us $310. That's how much money it cost us to take this trade. So 310, we're gonna do that. 310 divided 900. I mean, yeah, divided 900. Or 900 divided 310. So that means these contracts went 290%. All I had to do was follow my game plan. And I would have had a 290% return trade. So as you guys can see where this video is going, I just need to follow my game plan and really just stick out my execution. But I'm gonna do the rest of these later, and I'm gonna edit them all together and put it together, right? So right now, this is just the first week of January trade recap. I'm going to be doing the second week, and I'm gonna add it all together.